This is the Lancelot A3 L1800 DTF transfer printing machine, the bundle that comes with the printer, a curing oven, a Windows laptop with the software pre-installed, and starter consumables. My first impression was simple. It looks like a serious tool, not a pretty toy. The roll feeder on the back, the external ink tanks, and the white ink stirring and circulation system are front and center. It feels purpose-built for getting real transfers done, even if it's not the sleekest thing on a desk. Key features that stood out to me are the A3 print area, with support for both sheets and roll film, CMYK plus 2 channels of white, that's what CMYK WW means, a push-button control panel for the basics, and USB connectivity straight to the included laptop. The laptop matters more than it sounds. DTF printers need RIP software, which is the program that handles color management, builds the white underbase, and mirrors your artwork for transfer. Having that already installed and tuned on a Windows machine saved me time and avoided the usual driver drama. It's USB only, no Wi-Fi, but that also keeps the connection stable while printing. The spec sheet says up to 1440 by 1440 dpi, and at that setting my color detail and small text looked clean. Setup took patience but wasn't scary. I filled the external tanks with the included CMYK and white inks, ran the initial ink charge so the lines and dampers filled up, and did a nozzle check. If you're new, a nozzle check is a small test pattern that shows if every tiny nozzle in the print head is firing. I learned quickly that this little test controls my entire day. Good check? I print. Missing lines, I run a cleaning cycle and test again. The lap around filling, charging, and testing took about 20 minutes the first time, mostly because I went slow to avoid spills. From my experience, the day-to-day workflow has a rhythm. I shake the white ink bottles to resuspend pigment, power on, run one cleaning cycle, print a nozzle check, and only then send a job. I load PET DTF film from the roll feeder, which helps with longer runs and keeps the feed smooth. The printer lays down color in white in one pass. When the film comes out wet, I coat the printed areas with hot melt adhesive powder, shake off the extra, and cure it in the included oven. On my unit, around 145 degrees Celsius, about 293 degrees for roughly 2 minutes gives me a smooth, even melt with no orange peel texture. Then I heat press onto the garment at around 160s 320 Fahrenheit for about 40 seconds. Some films peel hot, some peel warm or cold. I tested the included film and found a warm peel gave me the cleanest edges. If you're new to DTF, the powder is basically the glue that bonds the ink layer to the fabric after you heat it. On quality, I'm impressed. Colors look vibrant and saturated, gradients hold together, and fine lines stay sharp at 1440 dpi. White coverage is even when the nozzles are clean. Stretch on tees is solid without cracking, and my test pieces handled repeated washes well. After a few weeks of wear and normal laundry, my prints stayed bright with no flaking. The hand feel is what I expect from DTF, a thin, flexible film layer you can feel slightly more than DTG, but it softens after the first wash. For dark garments, the white base really helps designs pop. Speed is the trade-off. An A3 sheet with a heavy white underbase can take around 8 to 12 minutes on my settings, plus time for powdering, curing, and pressing. That makes it great for one-off shirts, small batches, and custom orders, but not a fit for high-volume output. I don't mind because my queue is often a mix of unique designs, and the consistent color helps me hit repeat orders without tinkering. Maintenance is the real conversation, and I want to be straight about it. Marketing lines often say no special maintenance, but in my opinion, this type of printer needs daily attention. White ink uses heavy pigment that likes to settle and clog tiny nozzles. The built-in white ink stirring and circulation helps a lot, but it's not magic. I run a cleaning and a nozzle check every day I plan to print. I keep the capping station and wiper clean, because dried ink in those spots will come back to haunt you during the next purge. I wipe the encoder strip when I see banding that isn't nozzle related. I keep a humidifier near the station to hold humidity above about 50%, and the room around 77 to 86 degrees. That simple step improved my nozzle checks. If I know I won't print for a few days, I either run a short print every day or park it with proper cleaning solution per the vendor's guidance. Skipping these habits cost me ink and time early on. I had a couple of hiccups worth sharing. One morning I rushed and printed without checking nozzles. The missing white lines showed up as faint horizontal banding across a large back print. That was a wasted sheet, wasted powder, and wasted oven time. I also once left the wiper dirty and paid for it the next day with streaks and extra cleanings. On the positive side, when I did hit a stubborn clog, I pinged support and got a remote session that walked me through a safer recovery process. It's clear the bundle is designed to remove variables. same laptop, same software, same driver, same printer. That standardization makes support smoother. Let's talk space and handling. This unit is big for a desk printer, around 29.9 by 27.9 by 9.05 inches, and it's heavy. Plan a sturdy table with room for the roll feeder in the back and a landing area in the front so you don't bump fresh prints. The oven needs its own clear, ventilated spot. Powder can get messy, so I keep a tray underneath and a small brush handy. None of this is complicated, but having a tidy workflow makes a difference, especially when you're doing multiple shirts. DTF versus DTG comes up a lot. DTF doesn't need pre-treat, it works on cotton, polyester, blends, denim, and more, and it usually prints brighter on dark fabrics because of that strong white base. DTG still wins on the softest hand feel on certain cotton garments, but for versatility across fabric types and color consistency, this Lancelot setup has been easier for me to rely on. It's perfect for custom tees, hoodies, caps, tote bags, and small brand runs where I need repeatable results. Software-wise, this bundle is Windows only. The included laptop has been stable, and the RIP explains settings with enough clarity that I could dial in my white underbase, ink limit, and mirror control without guesswork. If you're a Mac-only person, know you'll be tethered to this Windows laptop via USB. I actually like the predictability. I don't get random OS updates breaking drivers mid-project. In my opinion, the pros are strong print quality, true fabric flexibility, and a starter path that's far less intimidating than building a setup from scratch. The cons are the learning curve on maintenance, slower print speeds for larger art, and the daily discipline it asks from you. That said, the cost per print is attractive once you're rolling, and having control over the process lets you turn designs around fast without waiting on a third party. I'd recommend this for creators who are comfortable with hands-on gear and want a complete path from artwork to finished garment without piecing together everything themselves. If you enjoy dialing in a workflow and don't mind a daily nozzle check and cleanup, you'll get a lot out of it. If you want something you can leave idle for long stretches and expect zero upkeep, this isn't that type of machine. From my experience, the Lancelot A3 L1800 shines when I respect its routine. Shake the inks, keep it clean, control your environment, and it rewards you with prints that look great and hold up. Ignore those basics, and you'll spend more time recovering nozzles than making shirts. In conclusion, this bundle feels thoughtfully put together and honest about what it is, a capable, affordable way to do DTF with real quality, as long as you treat it like the tool it is. The roll feeder, the white ink circulation, the included oven, and the pre-configured laptop remove a lot of friction. The trade is time and care. For me, that's worth it. If this video helped, hit subscribe, drop your questions or your own tips in the comments, and I'll try to cover them in the next one. Thank you for watching.